Welcome to the Disability Rights Advocates Inaugural New York Gala.
I support DRA as the leading civil rights organization for people with disabilities. And in this time, civil rights for people with disabilities and for every other group you can think of that is targeted with discrimination and hatred is as urgent as it's ever been.
It is so exciting to be at the first gala that the DRA has hosted. I hope this is... I hope nothing that I do tonight makes it the first and only. I suspect that this is going to be a tradition that is going to last for many, many, many years.
Without the DRA, I would not be back doing the job I love, serving the great people of this city. I'm sorry. I thank you. I thank you on behalf of myself and the 48 million hearing impaired Americans who have now the option of serving with the NYPD, no longer barred from such a rich and rewarding career. We will always be in your debt. Thank you.
We still have a lot more to do to move the ball forward. Subways, sidewalks, healthcare, prisons, Uber, schools, all of these places and things must be accessible to all. Can you imagine what DRA will do if we as a collective band together to provide the important financial support that will enable DRA to further expand itself, our staff, our office, our reach, and our ultimate impact? Every dollar donated tonight, and you will be donating tonight, okay? Will serve to assist DRA in bringing about change in New York that benefits all.
I am a New York City-based fashion designer that has been focused on universal and disability design for many years, ever since a conversation with a younger family member who has hemiplegia, which means weakness along one side. He expressed that he wished he had more practical choices for his needs where style and aesthetic were never sacrificed. And so, I created a fashion lifestyle brand called Fora, set to launch early next year, that collaborates with people who have disabilities to design new products that are as desirable as they are accessible. Like many of you in this room, Fora believes in a world that is designed for all.
MoMA is fortunate to be part of such a strong network of cultural institutions committed to better serving people with disabilities. We have seen how serving a diverse public makes for a more dynamic and relevant cultural institution. Museums are responding to their communities and the pressing issues of the time, and in fact are helping to bring about a social transformation in the way that both institutions and individuals think about disability, with a focus on fostering creativity and improving quality of life. While there are exciting developments underway, there is still much to be done. Our hope is that one day, museum offerings for people with disabilities will be present in every community, and thus will no longer be exceptional. Thank you.
As a journalist, my job obviously is to tell stories for a living, and I've had the opportunity that's allowed me to travel to places from Baghdad to Beijing, Walla Walla to the White House, but there is no story that I'm more proud to share with you than that of my sister Rebecca. Scanning Twitter today, as I did on the way up here on the train, which we White House correspondents do increasingly frequently these days, one tweet caught my attention. This one, not by the president, but this one came actually from the Middle East. And it had a picture of a wheelchair on it. It had Arabic beneath it, and it had a translation in English beneath that said, "Access for people of determination." That immediately made me think of Rebecca. Like anyone who's ever met my sister Rebecca, I don't see her as disabled, but rather as fiercely determined to accomplish whatever she sets her mind to. If you haven't met her, you should know that Rebecca has a rare genetic disorder called Usher syndrome type 3 that is causing her to go blind and deaf. She now has roughly 10 degrees of vision. It's like seeing the world through 2 small straws. Her attitude and her example, the example, frankly, she sets every day, is not just inspiring, it is motivational. As Rebecca says, when facing a challenge, it may be harder for me, it may be tougher, it may take longer, but it's not going to stop me from achieving my goals. It's true. Rebecca is a psychotherapist. She's a motivational speaker. She's an author. The book she wrote is called Not Fade Away, a memoir of senses lost and found. She is an extreme athlete. She's also a Lululemon brand ambassador. As long as our license is being torn away, I may as well just say it. She's what we call a badass, okay? In the last 2 years, Rebecca climbed Mount Kilimanjaro and she swam from Alcatraz to shore. I take a water break halfway up the stairs when I'm putting my 2 daughters to bed. She is fearless, she is powerful, which doesn't mean that she doesn't face extraordinary challenges each day. But most importantly, Rebecca is the most impressive woman that I know, which is why I'm so incredibly proud tonight to present my sister Rebecca with the Disability Rights Advocates Eagle Award.
So I want to make something very clear. Having a disability is not a choice. How you treat others and what you do or don't do to help others is a choice. Living my life with a disability means that I am commonly referred to as an inspiration. If you ask any person in this room who is living with a disability how many times they have been called an inspiration, they will likely tell you that they have lost count. But I'm not an inspiration because I live a full life with both vision and hearing loss. I'm an inspiration because I live my life with constant awareness of my fear and my vulnerability. Each time I cross the street, I am afraid of what I could be missing. I'm afraid of a broken crosswalk or a speeding car. Each time I ask for help, which often means relying in good faith on a complete stranger, when I can't see or hear, I am living out my fear of not being able to manage or navigate my surroundings independently, or missing crucial information in my environment so that I do not get hurt. It is the choice of so many of my friends and family, and most often complete strangers, to help me when I ask for it, that inspires me, that makes me believe that people truly do understand that having a disability is not a choice, but that helping someone with one is.
All right. I have to tell you that the history and relationship of DRA and Starbucks had a very unpromising beginning. Okay. For those of you who don't know, it began with DRA threatening to sue Starbucks. Okay.
What we want to do is be a model. We want to tell someone else, you can do this too. You can be the store, the retailer, the business to open your eyes to the people that are before you and provide those opportunities. And like all diversity efforts, we wish there wasn't a need for this award. We wish that no one had to make a special recognition for those of us who treat everyone equally and with respect and dignity. But until that happens, we stand with DRA and champion its efforts to use the laws and legislation to create equal rights and opportunities for all people, regardless of ability. We are exceptionally proud of our partnership with DRA, and with this award, we are so humbled and honored. Thank you so much.